Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. I forgot my channel's name then. It's 12 o'clock on the dot. Um, Welcome to the channel of love. I'm going to do like an extended, can we say that, weekend reading. So I feel like I want to play with my Ladybird classic cover postcard cards. Oh come on, let's speak today. So I want to do like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday reading. And I feel that they look a bit dusty. We need to tap in and see what this energy's like. This energy's had me up most of the night. Synchronisations are to the extreme. I feel like I've been partying all night. Okay, anyway, let's use these postcards from Ladybird. 100 classic covers. So I feel like I'm going to pull 4 piles, and if I can get myself together, one. Look, I've not even left any space for the pussycats. We've got one coming. She's heard me. Okay. Can they get through? Hi. Yeah, I'm not quite with it. How are you today? Or this afternoon? Two, three. Don't worry, we'll pull it together. 4. Thursday, smoke and fluff. Lily, this looks a bit like you and Jasper. Or maybe it's Tia. Or it looks a bit like Tia's markings. Smoke and fluff. 2 little kittens, I want to say, up to mischief. Doesn't look like you, it looks like your sister and your brother. Okay. What are they up to? Saturday, fireworks. The Adventures of Wonk. Oh no, that's Friday. Fireworks on Friday. Saturday, in a hotel. Okay, so there could be mischief on Thursday today. Okay, something's coming out of the closet. These 2. Smoke and fluff. Friday, there's fireworks. Looks like he's been kicked out here. He didn't even have a chance to put his trousers on. Saturday, someone here in a hotel, maybe out for a nice meal. What's going on Sunday? What to look for in winter? Okay. Interesting. Let's have a look. It's just going to be one of those funny, strange days. Readings. What's Smoke and Fluff up to? Should we find out? We're going to have to. What should we use? Okay. I'm not sure what to look out for in winter. I think this might be like replanning. So if I'm channeling in on this, there is kind of something's going to be revealed today. I feel it's a bit of a mischievous, naughty energy. Somebody's going to get kind of busted. I don't know what they're doing. They've been doing in there, but it looks like there's tarts on the floor. Biscuits. Jammy Dodgers were coming up, maybe. So something's coming out of the closet here. It's going to be revealed, and then it looks like there could be repercussions for this tomorrow, Friday. Someone could find themselves in a hotel, maybe needing some shelter, somewhere to eat, somewhere to sleep. And then what to look for in winter, I feel that maybe on Sunday someone's going to have to be like really having a look at their plans. We are in winter, if this has happened, and we're kind of near Christmas, so feeling a bit homeless here, a bit of homelessness. Okay, so, but there seems to be some consequences that smoke and fluff have caused here. Okay, my nose feels like it's running. What should we play with? I just want to kind of play with some oracle cards at the moment. Mermaids and dolphins. Let's have a look and see if they can tell us a bit more. This extended weekend. It looks like it's kind of lots going on. There's two naughty little kittens here. You are the serious one actually out of them, aren't you? I don't know, you're just a little bit sly. People just don't suspect you. I'm talking about you, yeah. You hear me. You're a blend of them. That's what you are. Okay. Okay, smoke and fluff. What's going on? Ah, someone has a friendship. Okay, so two naughty little kittens together. Maybe someone's trying to make a date for a play day with one or more friends. In here, it's like in the closet, so I want to say maybe private conversations. But these two are up to mischief. I'm not going to say they're up to no good. They're just being mischievous here. But you've got friendship. So this could be planning a date. Let's read it. Although you're busy with responsibilities, it's important to take time out to play with one or more friends. By drawing this card, you're urged to make a date to go have fun with a companion. Whether a new acquaintance or a beloved old friend, it's important for you to balance your schedule with some good old-fashioned companionship. When you play and laugh, you open yourself to infusions of healing love. Friends help you remember how lovable you are. They also give you support without wanting anything in return. Play stimulates creativity, which helps you return to your responsibilities with a renewed outlook and increased energy. Affirm, I now have wonderful friends and free time to spend engaging in playful activities with my loving companions. So these two are feeling rather playful. I feel it's a divine masculine and a divine feminine here. Okay. Maybe more than just friends. We've got fireworks now. Got the postman coming. I'm going to carry on this way. Okay, so let's move on to Friday's fireworks. He's managed to put his jacket on. Maybe he's like out walking the dog, and he could be, you know, communicating, and this might be where he's been busted. He's been questioned maybe as to why he's going out when it's so cold. Let yourself receive and simplify your life. Allow others to give you loving care, received without guilt or apologies. So I feel here it's a masculine energy. You're not feeling guilty about having this very close bond with the divine feminine. I feel that he's trying to escape wherever he is anyway. He just wants a simple life. Maybe he doesn't want to be questioned all the time. It does say here, eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. It spoke about friendships, actually making time. No matter how busy your schedule is, allow yourself to receive this love. So allow others to give you loving care, received without guilt or apologies. The divine masculine's not explaining himself here. So he could find himself thrown out into the cold. I'm not sure really he cares. Simplify your life. I've known many people that know that they have to release a relationship. I was going to say just leave a relationship. But what they really want is the other partner to be able to do that for them. So it feels very much as if the Divine Masculine could be in an attitude where maybe he's just waiting for the next fight as an opportunity to leave. So he's kind of encouraging it, even though he's not actually wanting to end the relationship himself. He's looking, feels like he's just, he's not really worried about pissing off a current partner he's with. He just doesn't, he has this energy element of winter, this coldness. He just doesn't seem to care anymore, like the consequences of it. Okay, so he wants to allow himself to receive. And I want to say by the feminine energy here with the mermaids, looking after each other. And he knows where to go to simplify his life. So I feel he's trying to get outside to escape. Okay. So this could be like they're at a door, so kind of just needing to get outside. Maybe this is the only time when he's out that he feels that he can actually connect with the Divine Feminine. There could be too much going on within his environment. Saturday, people at work, in a hotel. I felt here as if the Divine Masculine was saying, well, that would work for the time being. So it's like there's no excuse that's going to stop him. Like, you've got nowhere to go, I'll just go to a hotel. It very much does feel like an escape. There's nothing that can really stop him. Anyway, let's have a look. This is Saturday's energy. Set your sights higher. Yeah, none of us really need to be homeless. My daughter's partner, who's very much a Divine Masculine, has been, I think, through a lot for his age. Sometimes I have to remember how old he is. He's only 20. And he was homeless. What happened is he met my daughter when they were 16, I believe. They were together for 4 months. I saw the connection straight away, beautiful. And he didn't feel good enough for her. So he sent her on her way without any explanation. And it was 2 years they were apart for. And he went off the rails. He was homeless, young, hungry. And what he said to me when he got back in touch, he actually started to get back in touch, asking me if I could lend him some money. And it's really weird that this comes in, but he would contact me. My daughter was with another boy, and actually the Divine Masculine, the one who was homeless, not long after, because we had a kind of a little communication where he was asking me if I could like give him £15. And he said, because this will get me a room in a hotel for the night. So he had a kind of deal going on with the hotel that he used to go there, but he's such a charming, lovely lad. But because I spent 4 months with him, and he had kind of, it was lovely because my daughter was still at school and he wasn't. So he used to hang out with me whilst my daughter was at school. And he used to help me with my business, and we would talk about the law of attraction and everything. And it seems at that time we had together, when he was on the streets, he said to me, he said, I never forgot what you told me about the law of attraction. So this young lad, he was homeless. This has been something that is part of his mission work. He went into drugs and just really bad violence, gang culture. And he kind of ditched my daughter to not take her down there. It was nothing to do with love. It was just he wasn't going to take her down that path. Anyway, they've been back together now. I don't even know how long they lived together. It's amazing. That's another story. That's one for them to tell one day. Anyway, so in a hotel, set your sights higher. And this was what he was asking me for, was this £15 so that he could actually get a night in a hotel. So, okay. There's no reason to be homeless, or Well, look at him now. He can't even believe it now. He just, from this like tearaway lad to this beautiful divine masculine who is just such a light worker. Everyone craves his energy. He doesn't go round really shouting out his story, which we don't. Once we've kind of healed from it, it's another thing that you find out about us, and you kind of go, wow, you went through that. You know, but many people don't really stop to ask about your journey. So them two are just on an amazing path. Anyway, set your sights higher, increase your standards and expect more for yourself, and don't settle. But he tells me about how he was sharing all the positivity out on the streets with others. Even though he was homeless, he was just trying to uplift everyone. Beautiful. There's always a reason for everything. So set your sights higher. I know I've really gone off there, but okay. No excuses. You have to make the best of what you've got. Okay, and you can. And there are people who are out there that are willing to help and support you if you ask for it. Okay, don't wear that victim t-shirt. You know, you just kind of, things will change. Things do get better. So what to look for in winter? Pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. Sunday, I've just said about how all these signs, synchronizations, I feel like there's a major letting go here for the divine masculine to allow himself to receive. He's looking at simplifying his life. It's like all he needs really to be in a good state is his own sanity. Just him. What to look for in winter. And I just believe that there are just so many signs. I feel like the divine masculine's eyes have been opened or will be opened this weekend. Okay. Let's work a little bit now on them individually. Okay. So today's energy is really saying that there's a craving for the connection. You've got Smoke and Fluff with their friendship. Okay. Let's just pull some tarot cards. I've got Justice on the bottom here. Let's see what's going on with these guys. Just having a look at the friendship card. What's interesting is, okay, in the background, it looks like you have two younger mermaids here, like having a little tea party. And in the background, there's I'm going to say it's a masculine. He's got legs, so he's not a mermaid. I don't know if he turns into a mermaid once he jumps into the water, but hey. But he looks like he's carrying, like, shopping. And I feel like in the background he's been to the city. Stick with me. Maybe he's planning a shopping date. Maybe he wants to buy the divine feminine a Christmas present. And we've got a feminine here, mermaid, behind the tree, peeking out and looking at him, coming. And then in the water, I'm not sure what that is. It's some kind of animal. I'm not sure if it's I don't know what kind of animal this is. I want to say it was like an elephant, but I don't think it is. And then we have another little kid. But they're underneath the water. Okay, so you take in all of that I've just told you. That looks like Central Park, New York. I've done a horse and carriage ride around there 2 years ago. Cold, nice though. Although the horse had no control. I can't remember what the horse's name was. It was definitely a sink. What was the horse's name? I don't know, but the horse was misbehaving. And I said to what are they called? I don't know, the rider. I said to him, he said he's just misbehaving because I won't let him kind of do what he wants to do. And I said, well, what will he do if you allow him to do what he wants to do? He said he wants to go and charge off. And I said, can you? And he said, well, we can. And he kind of let the horse go, and we were the only ones kind of charging off in Central Park in New York. Oh, it's hilarious. He was a lovely horse. And yeah, but he was like, he wanted to kind of go. Everyone else is taking this. And I said, go on, let him free. Just amazing. Anyway, let's get back. Shopping in New York. Okay. Oh, it's just too funny. I'll encourage anyone to be free and naughty. It's a bit like Smoke and Fluff. Come, let's go play. See? The devil. And then there's communication. Oh, it's just too funny. Okay. Don't hang out with me. I'll have you misbehaving big time. Oh, let me just see if... It's always fun to be had. Okay. And then we have the masculine going towards the Two of Cups. I've got to bring it back to this reading. Oh dear, I'm just reminiscing of good times in New York. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Woo! Okay. I was covering up the masculine there, look. It's the feminine. I feel the divine masculine thinks the divine feminine is a very bad influence on him. And that she encourages him. Okay. It's just her naughty nature. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not there's any... Let's carry on with it. I want to get a postcard from Spirit for some reason. Let's find out what they have to say regarding this friendship. Because this seems to be on the mind today. Oh. It says, with love. Always with love. Little hummingbird there. I'm going to Katy Perry. You're giving me that hummingbird heartbeat. Can't remember all the words. The taste of your honey is so sweet when you're giving me that hummingbird heartbeat. Dearest Stu, we bet you must be so exhausted some days, giving as much as you do, sharing your energy so beautifully in service to the highest good. Can leave you feeling depleted, like an empty well. If it feels as if there's no more water for you, the good news is we have a plan. Today, go take a relaxing bath, book a massage, read a novel, buy yourself flowers or plant some in your garden. Make time for self-care, not more, work on yourself. By tending to yourself now, you are reminded to do so more often. And be sure to use a word that might have caused you anxiety in the past, but is essential for your well-being now. No. Say it with us. No, thank you. No, I can't. You do not have to explain. Just say no, gently but firmly. Then go for a soak. Life will wait for you to bring yourself back to centre, replenished and ready for more adventure. We love you so very much. This is the divine masculine, okay, saying really to the divine feminine, no. He's trying to resist the temptation. That's what I feel. But he will come back. He's going to have to look after himself. So self-care. Who knows what the mischievous masculines will get up to with self-care. Okay, but they're going to somehow, they need to deal with this, this naughtiness. That they feel tempted by the divine feminine. Okay. Let's move on to this fireworks tomorrow. Let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. So I feel whatever happens with the divine masculines today, they're going to actually want maybe physical touch from the divine feminine. Tomorrow, I think fireworks are going to go off. So it feels like he's resisting a temptation, but if anything that you resist, it would just be highlighted to you more. So let yourself receive, allow others to give you loving care receive without guilt or apologies. So I feel that maybe, I don't know, it kind of makes a bit more sense now. Maybe he was kind of looking after himself and all of a sudden he's up, he wants it kind of for real. Maybe he feels like he's being left out in the cold. He's leaving himself out in the cold. Simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. This feels as if the Divine Masculine is maybe trying to do other stuff. This is Friday. So eliminate clutter from your home. Trying to distract himself. Now, this is a totally different spin we're going here. Let's not get to what happens on Saturday and he finds himself in a hotel. So, it's like all the rules, it's gone. The book's fallen to the floor. Okay. We don't need to read from the book. This is Friday's energy. Whiskey, Fireworks Friday. The Hierophants. The Divine is directing the Divine Masculines here. Look, this is a lesson that they're learning. Seven of Cups. So I feel here as if this is the illusion card. And I feel the Hierophant is actually telling the Divine Masculines you can have a lot. You can have it all. But you do need to make a choice. The Cup of Enlightenment just comes out, seeing as we have the Hierophant here. The Masculine's at the bottom waiting. The keys at the bottom of the feminine and masculine energy there. Divine Masculine, it's time to simplify your life. It's like there's just so much resistance here against the connection. The Divine Feminine. It's like she's sitting there all innocent, homely, kind of not really understanding why the Divine Masculine won't come out and play. That's what it feels like. Let's get one more. I feel like I want to scratch my head. When I was looking at these guys here, who have kind of lost their hair at the top, kind of bald heads here, I felt like they had just been... Maybe that's a Divine Masculine thinking, does she really want to play with me? Wow. He needs to go for the figure that's covered up there in the centre. It looks like it reveals the Divine Feminine. I'm going to get one more. This story is too funny. You've got the Resurrection. So the Divine Masculine is being told to resurrect. It's time to simplify your life. Let yourself receive. Sets off some fireworks. The Adventures of Wonk. Does kind of... I do wonder what Wonk is doing here. Let's get a postcard and find out what's going down with Wonk. I don't think anything's going down with Wonk. I think Wonk is wanting to resurrect. Erect. But it's just, it's quite a filthy energy coming through. Take flight, it says. My belly's rumbling. Take flight. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument. Two sides, if not more, to every story. And hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, and so on. Today we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place of agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how an alternative plan might be laid. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that others have different stories, experiences and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another's point of view. No matter what, you've been presented with a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so much. It's when we love you so very much. We love you so much. Okay. Because there was this energy here of maybe the Divine Masculine really trying to resist the temptation. It felt like there was a little bit of a blame. I'm not going to say some of the words that kind of come through, okay, because they were to do with the Divine Feminine sexual energy and how this affects the Divine Masculine. Having a look at it about there being two sides of the story, finding this common ground. This is really about understanding the fireworks that explode between this connection. So let's look at Saturday, because we're in a hotel. We've set your sights higher, increase your standards and expect more for yourself, and don't settle. Now I did pick up here about not really exploring, you know, another way of doing things, understanding other people's journeys are maybe not the same as ours. And I've spoke about, you know, my daughter's boyfriend finding, you know, that he didn't have to sleep on the streets. He could find this accommodation. He set his sights higher. He knew that wasn't forever. He didn't let it, well, he did let it take him down, but he was very aware of it, and he got himself out of that. Let's have a look at Saturday's energy. Well, we've got passions ignited, and I am still picking up. It says that there's two sides, you know, there's different versions, and let's have a look. There's always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more, to every story, and I feel like I'm picking up different stories here. It could be some are actually leaving and finding themselves out in the cold and have kind of maybe homeless for Christmas, and I feel there's another story here where the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, there's a strong chance they could find themselves in a hotel room this weekend. It doesn't really tell us much more, because it just says that the wheel's about to turn, the Wheel of Fortune, and then you have the Four of Pentacles. So if that's the Divine Masculine holding on, he's going to be letting go. But I believe that he actually wants to hold on to the Divine Feminine. He actually gets it in the physical. Let's get physical, physical. I want to get physical. Okay, calm down. Jeez. There's conflict here. Okay. This could be the Divine Masculine finds himself in a hotel this weekend and he's not too sure. What's all that? Because it's all turned up the right way. Well, we've got the surrender card on the bottom, the Five of Swords. Let's leave that there. I've got a whole pile here, and I'm going to use them. They're up this way. I'm going to use them for what to look for in winter. Pay attention. Saturday, we've got here this conflict. I believe that the Divine Masculine might not know whether or not to give the Divine Feminine a call. Maybe if he's away in a hotel. It looks on like today there is this energy of wanting to reach out, go to the Divine Feminine. This could bother him so much on Friday. He has like a kind of surrender. And then on Saturday, he could find himself maybe away. Feeling a bit passionate. Feeling lucky with the Wheel of Fortune, but he has to let go. And then there's this surrender. Let's get a postcard. They're upside down as well. Okay. You are not alone. Dear, dear you, it might be hard to believe you'll ever get to where you want to go, feel the way you want to feel, and find peace and security, but you can. There's lots to celebrate in this life, but first you need to let go of this attachment to achieving certain results. It is easy to get caught in the endless loop of wanting this or that so that you can feel safe. The only way out is to surrender the attachment. Empty yourself so you can be filled with something new. The compulsion will be lifted and peace will come. Trust that something better waits, that something new will open up and you will see new opportunities for fulfillment. The truth is, whenever you get into the loop, what you are really looking for is spirit. That connection is where the power, the peace, and the purpose lies. Everything else follows after that. Give yourself a hug. We've got you. Loving you so, so much. Again, I feel the sexual energy here. It says about emptying yourself, and I spoke about the divine masculine being quite erect, and I do actually think that he needs to surrender, release himself sexually, give himself a hug, most definitely give himself this self-love, but it seems that this kind of intensifies his craving to have it in the physical. Let's look at what to look for in the winter. Pay attention, notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. You've got the Hangman. Okay, when he's reversed, he's enlightened. He knows what to do. He has enough understanding. The King of Swords in reverse, so he's kind of coming out of his head now. He knows what he wants to do. He's not so harsh. He's softened up. It's not so hard. He's softened up. Oh. Okay. He's run out of juice. Page of Pentacles. The Fool, the Emperor, and the Knight of Cups all in reverse. Do I have to keep these all in reverse? I want to look at them. So the Page of Pentacles is the messenger. Okay, wanting this. You want this in the physical. So it's sending a message really about wanting this. He's not sure whether to send the message. He's not sure whether to take the leap of faith. His Emperor role is just in reverse. So he's not so hard or harsh anymore. It's like the aggression's gone. But I feel with the Knight of Cups in reverse, it's this soppy love energy. So I feel that the divine masculine may be exploring himself, his own desires with himself over the weekend. So I'm not sure if it is in the physical with the divine feminine, but it's most definitely. Look how I snapped them down. It's on his mind. Okay, let's have a look at a postcard for Sunday. Bit blue. What to look for in winter. A blue Christmas was coming up. I'll have a blue Christmas without you. It's very soppy energy here. I think that as divine feminines, we have to kind of bear in mind that, I know for myself, this is going to be like my third Christmas alone. So you kind of get over the blues. But if you remember what it was like when kind of everything had gone tits up and you find yourself very alone. So let's have a look at this. Dearest wonderful you, to help you manifest a life for the highest good, we invite you to examine your deepest desires. Imagine all of your desires, no matter what kind, like magic sea pods in a basket, glowing with infinite potential. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reaction from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. Your desires count, and you are worthy of them. They are essential for co-creating your world. Did you ever consider that when a desire comes from deep within you, it might be spirit moving you to create something beautiful to share with others? Some desires are infused with miraculous powers to move the heart and influence the world in ways you can't possibly know. We know you and love you so deeply and are so happy to support you. This energy exchange of the divine masculine and divine feminine, especially physically, sexually, physically, as a collective, is electrifying. I can't think of a stronger force of energy to emit out there that two people can when they are together, vibing high. Okay. It says celebrate life. I want to say the divine masculine this weekend is celebrating him and his desire for the divine feminine. Doesn't need to be in the physical. It is with him. Okay, got the surrender card. Let's move on just to some oracle, okay, for a weekend. I'm just going to have a look at the bottom of the decks. Waves of prosperity. New abundance and exciting opportunities wash over you now. That's interesting because I wanted to say to the divine feminines, just be aware that you might pick up on this energy. But I feel that you might have actually an abundant weekend. You might find yourself quite lucky. So keep an eye out on the synchronizations. I don't know, but I feel like this is the desire of the masculine, which is very sexual. Okay, it's definitely got dirty thoughts on his mind. Very dirty. Okay, and he feels a little bit shamed about this. It says here, imagine all your desires, no matter what kind. Look closely at each one. Are you afraid that some may bring you too much attention and invite negative reaction from others? Is change too daunting? Are you afraid to stretch and grow? Let yourself be led forward and let the seeds of positive intention take to the wind. I feel that these take to the wind. It's like as the divine masculine is emptying himself of all his desires, okay? I don't know how else to put this. The divine feminine's going to have this knock-on effect. Now, she's holding one of those shells where you can actually communicate, so she might be able to hear. I don't know what she's going to be hearing. Okay, let's not say she might be able to hear, but no, she's not. She's turned her head. I do believe that the prosperity is going to come in, so get a lottery ticket. You're going to be lucky. I've got to stop with the songs. I'm up all night to get lucky. She's up all night to get lucky. He's up all night to get lucky. Something's going on, okay, with this self-love that we're doing. I feel it's on the masculines. He's up all night doing this so that you can get lucky. But that means like in your abundance, in your prosperity. So don't be surprised if you have a very nice, like a windfall. Divine feminines. And it's because the divine masculine is feeling lucky. Okay. With himself. Don't feel there's any other partner here. I don't feel that's not very divine masculine. A trait to go and find that elsewhere. He learned to love himself. Okay, it's part of the process. But as he's doing that, he is going to maybe crave the divine feminine. And I believe the divine feminines, we've kind of been there, done that, where, you know, in our moments of self-love, you know, we can really crave our masculine to the point where it becomes maybe upsetting rather than pleasurable. Because you miss it. Okay, let's move on. It's like you're saying too much. I'm not. Pirates. Pirates. I feel like he needs to, it's like it's time to walk the plank. He's got to take the plunge. Oh, a pirate's life for me. I can't even get the deck up. Burning your ships. You can't go back then. You burn your ships. You either win or you die. Pirates. Right. Let's have a think about what you're doing now. So we're looking at the weekends. Right. We get the power of love, activation cards. We get a message from, I don't feel like I want to bring the angels and ancestors into this. Let's get some fairies. We haven't used these in a while. The Oracle of the Fairies. Okay, we'll just start with those two, and then we might be wrapping up. I'm going to end on some other kind of message. I think I'm going to end on a Rumi. Activation. Let's just pull one though. I don't really want to pull for every day. It's like the Divine Masculine, it's wonk. It's like he's having a wank every day, multiple wanks. He's going to tire himself out. Oh, it's definitely going to have to be 18 plus this video, isn't it? I've kept it quite clean. Let's just get a card. Let's see what we're activating. I saw the word compassion. That's good. The present. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. The most difficult lesson for human beings to learn is to live in the present moment. It is part of our nature to look forward to the future and dwell on the past. And unfortunately, it is a mindset that strips us of our power. Instead, we should be taught to learn from the past, live for today, and experience tomorrow. Only then are we able to glimpse our true mission on Earth. Everything else is just static. When you are present in this moment, you are existing where life is actually occurring. Don't spend valuable time worrying about a crisis that may never come. Of course, look at the grand picture, evaluate your life and set goals, but don't place unneeded stress where it doesn't belong. It is wasted energy. Reliving the past is also a fool's game. You have no power there other than to diminish the potential of today. In contrast, in the present, you have the power to forgive the hurts done to you and apologise for any you caused. The past becomes a stepping stone to enlightenment as opposed to a speed bump on your road to happiness. Fully appreciate the moment right now and attempt to get the most out of every second. It is when you let go and reside in the present that you are able to summon love with every thought and experience. It just brought me back to that present as well. Maybe a present for the Divine Feminine. It's kind of what to look for in winter. Just feel the Christmas theme here. It's not long. 20 days. 20 days. Okay, let's get an Oracle of the Fairies. I'm up all night to get lucky. She's up all night to get lucky. Well, at least we're vibing high. It's a naughty energy. It's funny. Precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. One book. Precious time. Are you a clock watcher, or does it feel like days are passing you by? The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully, even in peaceful solitude or meditation, to make the most of your time on Earth and celebrate the magical gift of life. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted to us. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to, but it's our attitude to time that dictates the way it impacts our lives. In fairyland, time isn't linear, So fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time that we experience here in the human realm. If you're governed by time and are always glancing at your watch, try taking it off and notice how it makes you feel. Feeling free within time is a beautiful experience. Be aware of time, but don't be ruled by it, and always make time for yourself. This card could also be saying that you're about to learn a timely lesson. It's also important to respect the time of others. Are you always fashionably late? If so, set your alarm a little earlier, arrive on time, and surprise everyone. Wow. So it picks up here about, even though the Divine Masculine has a busy schedule, he needs to learn how to get the balance here. Give himself time, and also he's craving to actually spend some of his time with the Divine Feminine. A lot of his time with the Divine Feminine. So that's what he's craving now, with the present. Okay, let's end on a Rumi. Smoke and Fluff. Thanks, Smoke and Fluff. You started it off, didn't you? The Celestial Rose of Ma, card number 10. It's a bit dark in here. It's cool. We're going to finish on this one, guys. The taste of bitterness becomes sweetness in love. The searching in the dark finds the light of faith revealed in love. Love transforms thistles into jasmine. Love layers heaven and gives us with wings to soar into its mystery. Love transforms our every thought into a desire of the heart. O love, how divine is your luring. Beauty flows from your unseen face. Your very nature is radiant with joy. You manifest vibrant hues in every flower. Your touch dazzles all creation. Every particle is attracted toward you, longing to unite and dwell in you. Rumi. The Divine Mother offers me her rose. How rich that gift may be. I tear my flesh on its thorns and my blood flows. I curse myself for carelessness, and yet, in my desire to grasp this gift, it happens again and again. Then I realise such is its scent, its beauty. How can I be tentative in my approach? My senses are drenched in beauty, and I long to inhale the exquisite perfume, to reach for the velvet dew of the petals, soft and delicate, under my touch. Perhaps I will be scraped and I will bleed, yet there is not enough to deter me, to prevent me from accepting this gift. The magnificence of the bloom renders the struggle to enjoy it as a worthy, noble, essential pursuit. Of course, I understand something so precious must be protected. It must be allowed to live, more than this, to thrive. So those thorns are hooks that allow for growth, for those that will bear the pain of the ascent to the rose's blooming heart. And those thorns are barbs that keep away those that would consume the creation without appreciating its worth and beauty. Yes, those thorns serve essential purpose. I cannot begrudge them, for I love the rose, and so I love what is necessary for her to be. So I love the thorns too. That's beautiful. Okay, let's carry on. A spiritual gift is on its way to you. The celestial rose of the Divine Mother is a precious offering of sacred love to the soul. That love can lift you beyond what you have known, beyond self-imposed limits, by the uplifting fragrance of grace. You will begin to think thoughts you have never dared think before. You will feel moved by life, by its sacredness, in a way hitherto elusive to you. You will feel ecstasy without apparent cause, and you will feel as though every breath is a seductive caress of the heavenly lover. You will be open and surrendered in a way you have longed to be, but in a way you've never quite known how to go about. This spiritual gift signifies the ending of a period of suffering and the opening up to a time of new opportunity, a flourishing and thriving release of your unique soul fragrance into the world. It is a gift worth having. So then, the sticking point is not the value of the gift. The sticking point, the place where one can stumble and place hands to the ground to break a fall rather than open them to receive, is in the thorn. The thorn is the point of pain. It is what tears at you, but is essential for you to receive the rose. Okay. I love it how it brings it all together. Your thorn may be the love you need to let go of now, so you are open to your present rather than your haunted past. Your thorn may be the fear that if you grow too vibrant and embrace the magnificence of your being, others will shun you out of jealousy or fear and leave you alone. Your thorn may be a constant need to bargain with life, that you shall take one step provided certain unwanted events don't take place, rather than just accepting it and living it as presented to you. Your thorn may be looking deep within the heart and removing a crown of thorns representative of your suffering over a long, long time, letting it go, allowing the heart to heal. This with a sense of virginal purity to emanate from the heart, releasing that ever-great suffering has not tarnished its radiance, but only allowed it to grow strong. Your ready for love heart can now be free from expectation and instead be open to life with curiosity and reverence. Oh, those thorns! They have served their purpose, not in and of themselves, but rather that they have proven you worthy of the rose and ready now to receive its beauty, healing and grace. Whatever your thorns are or have been, be willing to deal with them, to face them, and most importantly to release them without any shred of doubt, shame, guilt or recrimination, beloved. They have served and now their purpose has been completed. The celestial rose of Mar promises a gift worth so much more than any pain you are holding on to, so release to receive now. Can you sense the dew, soft petals and luscious fragrance opening to you now? Wow. Okay. This is the Divine Masculine now, wanting to purify himself. Back to innocence. Okay. Let go of all the shame. It says here, let yourself receive. Allow others to give you loving care. Receive without guilt or apologies. Okay, let's do this sacred honouring ritual. Place your hands in an open palmed, upward facing posture at the front of your chest, as if open and ready to receive. Say the following. Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, guide the spiritual gift of the Divine Mother, the blessing of the celestial rose of Mar, into my open hands and open heart, that I may know myself to be a cherished, holy child of the universe, with my life unfolding according to sublime grace. Help me surrender whatever stands in the way of such fulfillment now. May I be blessed to release pain and be open to joy. Through merciful compassion, so be it. Close your hands at your heart. Close your hands in prayer at your heart and bow your head. You have finished your sacred honour and ritual. That's beautiful. I felt like I wanted to get an affirmator. Where are the affirmators? Maybe not. Where would they be? Okay. You got this then. Let the fire inside of you burn brighter than the fire around you. There's a passion in the belly here. Okay, let's end this weekend reading with some You Got This cards. Focus on all the good. Don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. That's really important. One more. Be bright and be happy. You shall shine. The comeback is always stronger than the setback. Wow. Okay, guys. Focus on all the good. Don't let the fear of losing outweigh the excitement of winning. Be bright and be happy, and you shall shine. Guys, have yourself a fantastic weekend, and I will catch up with you all soon. Okay, much love. Take care. Bye for now.